Welcome to CI in 5. The purpose? To get your week started off on the good foot, guiding and empowering new CI professionals looking to find their way, and providing a spark to seasoned practitioners who have lost the love and feeling. The challenge? Your favorite lean thinkers sum up what continuous improvement means to them in 5 minutes or less, and in 5 words or less. Think of it kind of like a kata geek going on a speed date. I know, right? This is gonna be fun. Let's do this. Pedro, Sousa, thank you so much for being on CI in 5 today.
Thank you very much for having me, Sam.
Hey, well, if y'all don't know Pedro, why not? He is a CI stud. He's been doing continuous improvement work for over 20 years, and most recently, the last 10 years with IKEA as a continuous improvement leader. And so we're so happy to have Pedro here today to share his continuous improvement wisdom. So, Pedro, please tell us, what is your CI in 5?
Well, Sam, my pleasure to be here. So Lean is a people development system, and this is because allowing everyone in the organization to learn and grow, it's so special to learn and grow with them and for them to learn and grow with us.
Well, that's a beautiful way of putting it. And I think about when you say the learning and growing with Lean, that I think of that quote from the Toyota group where they've talked about how we don't build cars, we build people. And so I really, really love that. So do you have a story that kind of embodies how you view your CI in 5?
Yes, when you just refer to that quote and how I always have that in mind. It's a quote attributed to Taishi Ono, where he says that people don't go to Toyota to work, they go there to think. And we actually are now in this stage in IKEA industry in Passos, in Portugal, where I am based, where we are having this program to increase the autonomy of the teams. So that means that not only they are putting their efforts on running the business, they are also aware of the need to improve the process. And the third element on this is also to develop people. So we are just now in this stage of our evolution as a company, and our aim is to have people that actually think on their own and that are able to solve their problems on their own.
Well, I love that framework that you're using there. That's one of the reasons why I like the improvement kata and the Toyota kata in terms of just empowering and enabling people to be problem solvers. And the fact that you are in Portugal working at the IKEA factory where this very piece of furniture behind me was made is just embodies what a small world we are in here. Yeah. So I'm curious for you, thinking about someone like myself who's only been in the lean and continuous improvement community for a couple of years now, what kind of advice would you give someone like myself as they are looking to grow in their lean and continuous improvement practice?
I think that I can sum up just that sentence. Always be curious, always have the will to learn and to engage with people. Surround yourself with people with the knowledge, the experience with Lean, and read. There are lots of different sources. Actually, we met, I guess, from work that we had together with Jamie V. Parker, and that's again something that we should strive for. To learn, to keep learning all the time, and to learn from the guys that knows the deal the best.
Well, I love that idea of continuous learning, always wanting to know, and none of us is an expert, is what a lot of my guests have talked about. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering, for those who have been in the industry for 20 years like yourself, or even someone who's not, but is just stuck in their lean and continuous improvement practice, what kind of advice or encouragement, insight would you give to them to spark their practice again?
Well, I will share with you my own personal experience, and that's something that I am passionate about. It's because lean is not only about the work, it's also something that you can adapt and you can transform for your own life. And that's something that I also learned from a guru if I can call it like that, which is Paul Akers with his 2-second lean book and all the knowledge it brings. So work only comes to fruition when at its source there is a clear plan where we define what we want, how we will do it, and what we will gain from it. We call this the 3 Ps approach. So I have this board where everyone in this house where I live with my wife and my 3 kids, we have a board where we have all the activities that we have for the week and the week after, so that everyone is aware of what is going on. And so again, it's about purpose, process, and payoff. And we are all connected in this approach.
Well, I love the idea of having the purpose, process, and the payoff. And if I could just add one other P, the people. It's all centered around the people.
Absolutely.
So I love that. I love that. So I can see just in the short period of time that we've talked, even today, and as we've engaged online, you've got a lot of energy and joy around your continuous improvement practice. So what is the thing that brings you the most joy in your practices in continuous improvement?
I think that is something that happens since the beginning when I started my career. It's actually being surrounded by people and learning every day a little bit more. That's how I would describe it. Being surrounded by people and learn every day a little bit more. Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing too. And for someone like yourself who's been around in the industry for 20 years to hear that, what I would expect from someone who's just starting, for someone who's been around and it still just has the energy around it, it's a beautiful thing. So Pedro, thanks so much for being here on CIN5 today. And if y'all aren't, again, connected with him, get in touch with him on LinkedIn, get engaged with all that energy he has and all that continuous improvement energy. We all need that in this world, especially these days. So Pedro, thanks once again for being here on CIN5
Thank you. Stay safe and be well. Thank you.
Thanks for joining me for CIN5. The place for you to jumpstart your week and energize you along your continuous improvement journey. So what about you? What's your CIN5? I'd love to hear from you in the comments section below. And of course, would sure appreciate it if you would like, tag, share, or connect. And feel free to join me on my daily journey of 90-Second Purpose, the place where I share with you my purpose, intent, and action for the day and reflect on the previous day's intent and action. Again, 90-Second Purpose is the place to be. Until next week, where you join me with another one of your favorite lean thinkers, stay calm and Kaizen.